So let's get started. So this is high school defeating hackers. Don't be scared. It's just 101. It's the very first time. So I'm expecting that you know how to turn on your computers and move the cursor and click on stuff. So I hope everybody's cool with that. If you're not, we can work with you. But I think we're good looking at this group. My name again is Charlie Frick. If you ever have questions about anything from this class, there's my email. And also, I'm old, so I don't know what is interesting to people or not, but I use Twitter. That's my Twitter handle. It's open to the public. One of the reasons I'm putting this out there, when I started working, I started off my career as a mathematician and as a failed actor. And from there, I ended up in a lot of different jobs, and I landed over at the Applied Physics Laboratory. And about 5 years ago, I got into this whole cyber thing. And what I learned quickly, I was lucky enough through events like the Collegiate Cyber Defense Competition to get to meet some of the top security professionals in the country, if not the planet. And Twitter actually is one of the preferred ways of publishing information about cybersecurity. Most researchers, whether it be guys like Paul Asadorian, Raphael Mudge, Georgia Weidman, if any of you are interested in learning about security of smartphones, she's quickly become the world authority on Android security, which is amazing because 4 years ago she was a college senior. But all of these guys, the findings they learn about, they really publish via Twitter. They'll come up and say, new exploit discovered for this type of computer. Here's a link to the paper. And so I actually do recommend looking around, with your parents' permission, of course, looking around on Twitter and reading about these things, because it's where you really can learn a lot about security. So, with that said, why are we here? So, I know some people think that I'm here to teach you how to break into computers, maybe make fast and easy money, or fight for anarchic justice. And, well, no, that's not exactly what we're here today. Computer hacking kind of has a really bad reputation because bad people have done things with it. Good people have done things too. So one of the things I stress when I give these talks is computer hacking in itself is not a crime if you are testing out security on a computer that you either own or have been given permission to work on for security purposes. You do not have any rights whatsoever, and we will say this a lot of times, none of you have any right whatsoever to break into another person's computer. I don't care how smart you think you are. You are not smart enough to avoid
within the state of Maryland. Within this room, Biomis, probably about 10 or 20 binders deals with computer crimes or computer hacking. And the books are about this thick. Okay? So, in a sense of your terms, it's probably about 4 gigabytes of information on the computer. So just remember, more than likely, you're going to be charged with a felony in most cases. Subject to imprisonment, not exceeding 10 years. Okay? You're all, say you're 18, you'll come out when you're 28. You're half an old man. Okay? All right? Think about that.
You can create a bunch of computers on your computer and connect them. And that's way you can have a network that you can test on and learn what happens if somebody tries to attack it. And they're really handy. And VirtualBox is pretty awesome because, like I said, it's a free product from the Oracle Corporation. It used to be from the Sun Company before Oracle bought them. Hacking, which is a tool called Armitage. There's a genius man and a wonderfully nice guy named Raphael Mudge who builds this program called Armitage that takes a lot of these tools and wraps them into a graphical user interface. Something kind of like a program like Microsoft Word, where you can just drag a mouse and point and click. That allows you to learn how to do things like scan a network and how to launch different computer exploits. It also is designed to help teach you what the more complex commands look like. This is done to make it easier for you to test your networks. And I'm going to stress this again. Do not go to jail on me, guys. Do not experiment on any computers without permission. Those of you who have never done computer hacking before, you're going to feel awesome in about an hour from now when you click a couple buttons and you're going to be breaking into a a computer without having any access on it. So there's a lot here, and that's the main point I'm trying to make here. Reverse engineering. So one of the big things you have to do a lot of times when you're in security is people build custom software. You know, there's plenty of companies out there. They want to know, do they have a problem? So let's say your Apple computer, or Oracle, or IBM, or Microsoft. It's not uncommon to have a team come in and say, hey, here's Microsoft Office. I want you to do reverse engineering, which means I give you the program. I want you to throw everything you can at it and see if you can find your way back to what the actual computer programming code is, so that you can learn what vulnerabilities exist. Are there holes there that I don't know about? And people will go do that. It's hard, but there's a lot of work in that as well. And there's very interesting things, both in software and in hardware. So there are people out there who go and find ways to make computers, routers, switches, cell phones. There are a lot of people out there who spend a lot of time learning how to make them do things that they were never intended to do. And so that's what reverse engineering is. My main goal, though, like I said, I'm naturally blabby, was to, we're going to bring these up, we're going to use them in a minute. But now it's time for the fun/hard part. So we're going to start doing this whole computer hacking thing.